that would help.
Y'all, streaming is important. Okay. So we got 3
Debatable.
bosses.
You should tell that to my accountant. Actually, it would work for you.
Yeah. I should work more. Yeah.
Yeah, legend says if I put in more hours, I might make more money. What? Don't you just drop swords over here? Rude. Where is there water in the desert? Ooh,
Well, that is
some.
the question, isn't it?
Yeah. It is indeed. All I gotta do is
make some.
fish up sandfish.
Shovel and bucket, make some water in the desert.
Bucket.
I found some. Oh, I should switch to my, this one? Is this my fishing set? Yes.
That moment in every survival crafter where you have a crafting set of armor.
Mm-hmm. A solid
Skyrim.
spike. Mm-hmm.
That first moment when you have made yourself a smithing set of armor. It is an important moment in every gamer's journey.
Definitely is. Skyrim is one of those, like, the second you're at the point of doing that, there's like a 60% chance that the next step is to just infinitely recursively enchant until you're too strong.
Oh yeah, no, that's 100%. That is the next step. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The
Maybe
smithing
60%.
armor was just a kind of a test of whether your enchanting armor would be viable or not.
Yeah, 60% is probably even more conservative than I thought it was, because most of the people I've talked to that play Skyrim a lot either have never bothered to touch smithing and enchanting past like the first like tutorial missions that do a couple things, or they're the second I get to this location I can just make armor that's plus 10,000 damage.
Yep.
Are there any types of fish that people are wanting for combat food? Because that's why I'm in the desert right now.
If there's anything that gives summoning damage or like mana regen, those are my 2 limits.
I'm not sure on summoning, in all honesty. I know that like the best thing in general for mana regen is still the golden. I think it's just the golden blue tulips or glow tulips. And mostly just for the chance of getting like a super rare thing from them. There's probably something else that gives like flat mana that's probably good to put in with the glow tulips though.
I can definitely have a proper look, but if you've got any specific requests, by all means.
Anybody that's going for the mining damage as melee will want the plus mining damage fish, which might be here in the desert. I'm grabbing desert fish because I think it's the sandy spikeback gives me plus thorns damage, which also adds to my range damage. But I have no idea what I'm going to put in with them. Also, I think one of the other fish here is the one that gives us plus defense and a solid amount of extra max HP. So it's just a nice place to fish. Ooh, a puppet ring. It's the max minion count plus minion attack speed. We've already got a bunch of those, though.
Y'all.
Yeah, so because of how we set up our fishing back home, the main thing we're missing for food ingredients is the stuff that is normal water just in specific biomes.
Yeah.
So it's mainly sand and the like Forgotten Ruins? Whatever the stone area is with all the cave
It's the
wings.
clay biome, Forgotten Ruins, Azeos Wilderness, and the desert. Those are the 4 that are just basic
Oh,
water.
that's right, the wilderness. Yeah. All the other ones we can fish up back home if we need extras, but these we have to be out and about.
Don't believe you.
So we have Wander doing summoning, and Penta and Avak both going like slightly different directions with melee still? Is that
Yeah, more or less.
okay?
I am
you
melee
are a
until
ranged
they
boy.
are far away from me, and then I swap to my chakram. Because I have my range set as well.
Oh, gotcha. I got 11 solid spike bags. What the heck? I just fished up. Oh, it's a toy ship. Looked like I fished up an entire schooner.
That's a good word.
It is.
Y'all.
Now I want to play Civ.
We were playing it for a while on
the
Wholesomeverse.
Wholesomeverse Live done a couple of Civ runs?
Yeah.
And they did.
How did
After-
those go as Wholesomeverse Live segments?
I enjoyed them. On like a practical creator level, they did super stinky, but whatever. I think Orbital just won because of religion. Like the rest of us weren't even playing in that realm.
That's kind of the Civ
Oh,
6 pattern, though.
Yeah, no, that is such a
If
such a
if
common
somebody
one, really is.
starts to go religion and they don't immediately announce it and have somebody combating them against it, like
Yeah,
you're on
they are
you're
going
on a
to
hook.
win.
Mm-hmm.
It's a timer between them and a culture victory, and like wonders take how long. Like you have to be a Civ expert to outpace religion with tourists, and
Yeah,
I am not a Civ expert.
So you just
seen it done.
in so many games, so many games. Basically, if anyone starts as Celts, it's like, okay, they're going religion. You have to basically go religion too, otherwise you're going to lose.
A fish.
Big old mold biome. Get out of here.
Well, that is one of the things that I dislike about that sort of scenario in games, where there is just, if anyone decides to go this, then everyone needs to compete, otherwise it's an auto lose.
At some point, I want to try and get Wholesomeverse to do the zombie mod. Or zombie mod, zombie mode? I don't actually know if it's like actually better or worse. But I could see just having a bunch of us trying to survive zombies would be fun. Though I think you can play it semi-competitively and like chuck zombies at each other, which also sounds fun.
Wow. That's a much scarier use for a trebuchet.
I think all uses of trebuchet are scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Fair, but
mean,
zombie
Having seen
virus
what
adds.
happens to a girl's kneecap when she gets flung into a wall by a trebuchet. I'm
Why?
going to go hard with anything involving a trebuchet is scary.
It,
It
well, I'm
is-
sorry. What was that anecdote? How did that happen?
Teachers not paying attention when taking a bunch of 9 and 10-year-olds on a trip to the local castle.
There's also carnivals, like off-road
Also
carnivals
very
that
scary.
very scary, that have used carnival-esque siege weapons as a means of an attraction, launching people
That
through
doesn't
like
sound
a
like something that
ramshackle
ever should be.
trebuchet into mounted nets, and
Okay,
many
that's
deaths,
just
many injuries.
Crazy.
Yeah. Is it?
I mean, there were
for...
multiple layers of failure in what happened at school. The security staff at the castle, the teachers. You don't leave a bunch of kids, like 40 kids. You don't take your eyes off them when they're around actually functioning siege machinery. There's so many castles in Wales. And so, you know, it's a pretty common thing to go and visit one, especially when you live in a town that's well known for its castle. And I'm sure you guys have some towns will have like for moments of silence or that sort of stuff, like gun salutes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. In our town, it was the siege weapons would fire. You know, we didn't have cannons because that castle was way too old to have been in the age of cannons. Edinburgh does. They'll have their cannons fire. But this was a much older castle, predated gunpowder. And so it triggers the siege machinery just over the moat, which is usually fine. But, you know, they are working siege engines. And whilst you might not, you might be like, oh no, it takes a bunch of people using, leverage and cranks and stuff like that to arm a trebuchet. I think people often underestimate just how much 40 of an albeit small human, how much force that press of people can exert, and we managed to just hold the arm of the trebuchet down, and there was like 40 of us literally holding on to this rope, and it took all of us to do it because everyone was rushing around all the smaller things. And when they realized, they came over, and when the security guy said, let go, which wasn't necessarily the wisest course of action, because when 40 people let go, someone is going to let go last, which is what happened to the girl.
So she wasn't in a bucket or anything. It was just a...
No. She was just holding onto the rope, but she literally just got pulled off her feet straight up into the air. She let go, too late, and carried on going and collided with the wall. Her kneecap literally exploded. Like the wall was just red. Yeah, she actually recovered though. Like she probably got a prosthetic kneecap. I can't remember at this point. But like she walks. We carried on going to school for many years together, and she, recovered. Which I think is probably more of a testament to how repairable mini humans are compared to older humans. Children just seem to recover from wounds that, like, if you were even moderately adult, like if you were just old enough to pay taxes, that would have been it for you. That was your arrow in the knee moment. You're never going to be an adventurer ever again.
Yep.
But a kid is like, yeah, I got thrown into a wall by a siege engine. It's fine though, I bounce.
See, that does raise the question though of, depending on how that surgery works out, do you have to go in and get a slightly bigger replacement cap placed, like once you're fully grown?
I've wondered this same question in different situations so many times.
Gotta go upgrade my kneecap. It's about that time.
Yeah, exactly. How does that even work?
I think they just use a silicone patella, similar to like in sports injuries.
Right, but with kids, they keep growing. They're not fully the size that they should be.
How old was this person?
9.
10? 9, 10?
Yeah, 9, 10.
Oh, yeah.
Depending on...
The kneecap's like not fully developed till you're like 15.
No, exactly. So this is a really solid question. I have no idea.
Expanding patella.
They just put in the full-size one, and you just look very funny until it you grow to match it.
Walk really weirdly for a few years. Fine, they'll grow
I mean, they
into it, like puppies.
very well could have just put in
they're
like a
just growing into
placeholder
their adult paws.
for like follow-up surgery. They might have had to do that.
Yeah, I would not be surprised.
Like, this is yours for now. Come back in 2 years.
This is your temporary knee.
Noble ring, more health from health over time regen. I wonder how much you can push the health over time regen.
I think like the max is 5 per second.
Really? Like, is it like hard?
Somebody
cap?
in my comments was saying that much. Like, that's just kind of the soft cap that you reach.
I feel like that's a lot slower than I expected it to be, especially with things like this ring that just says plus 20% more healing from health over time regen. and that's at level 13, so I'm assuming it gets closer towards 30. Where 2 of those, the full health regen armor
Yeah,
and food.
I mean, maybe you can.
Unless it is hard capped, in which case, yeah, they just didn't want you to get too overpowered.
I think there
Hard
just
cap.
aren't a whole lot of
Like a kneecap.
sources.
Exactly. Exactly like a kneecap.
Well, that's glorious, Wanda.
I'm
I
slapping
was trying
mushrooms.
to work out what was attacking them for a second, then I was like, "Oh right, you're."
Yeah, I'm
you're
just hanging out.
thumbs.
I guess I should probably be
Audio.
like training my melee a little bit here.
That is the ultimate Wanda training montage right there.
I was
Or we just- Stood in
I
the
was
middle of
messing
your
with it earlier.
minions doing all of the actual training, eating snacks.
I was in fact doing that earlier. I started like half an hour before we, actually started streaming, and I was just like, yeah, let's just raise my summoning. I got a bunch of these totems, and then I went off to go get a peanut butter and jelly while they spun. If I can turn any game into an incremental idler, I feel satisfied.
Yep.
Oh, we know.
Wait, they aren't actually see-through. What?
You've got such a dry sense of humor, Penta. I love it.
Bug wings are not actually see-through.
Who I
They're
be.
fake.
It
Marty,
is who you be,
Hey,
and it is deeply appreciated.
what did you say the drop chance? I'm not trying to say what I got, but it might be saying what I got. What did you say the drop chance from like normal enemies was for the super ray?
It's like it's either a 0.5% or like a 2%. It's one or the other. It's.
I got one.
Yeah. Oh my
Nice.
goodness. So now we have 2 total.
Y'all.
It does take
Yeah, but
a lot of
it
Pandorium
sucks.
and a lot of Cytoplasm. Once you upgrade it to the Stormbringer, it will
I know
be
it.
the best thing.
I
ever,
know, but like it sucks because its durability. It's like I'm shooting the juice.
Yep. You will eat through durability super fast, and you can't reinforce it. Let's
Can't reinforce it.
Nope.
Nope, not until you go. Well, once you got the Stormbringer, then you don't need to, basically.
How do I become home?
Which one is our food chest of like ingredients?
I think
I
it's in the
don't
bottom
know.
right.
Someone has organized the chests, and at this
I
point,
tried
I'm not
organizing
going
the
to
chest, and then
unorganize
people
them.
started putting swords in them, and I gave up.
Oh, I think I found it.
At this point, I just quick stack, and if it doesn't quick stack, I find a dump chest outside. As someone who appreciates the effort that goes into sorting chests, I'm not going to undo someone's work if I can possibly help it. So
Man.
outside of work, what's everyone's gaming passion at the moment then?
I got access to I Am Future. That is very satisfying. Little sandbox
Yeah?
game. Yeah. They're on a high rise, and it's filled with the detritus of society, and you're scrapping it and
Okay.
turning into like crafting benches and more materials and other things. If you ever played like Fallout 4 and really went hard on like scavenging everything in your towns and using that to like build the towns up, kind of same vibe, but actually built for it as opposed to just like crowbarred in.
Right, okay, that's actually pretty cool. Because I was always disappointed with how crowbarred in pretty much all of that was in Fallout.
Yeah. If it had been like one game where it's like, here's your town, here's like a square mile or two that you live in, and really if they just turned Fallout 4 into RimWorld, I think that would have been fun. But as it stood, they tried to make a Fallout game that also had some RimWorld in it.
Yeah.
Fallout 4 was so bad.
If you modded it, it was a lot of fun, but
I could say that about every single video game that's
Yeah.
ever been made, though.
Yeah.
Minesweeper with
Yeah,
mods is amazing.
That is a fair statement.
Fallout 4 was is just. Granted, I have like a very anti-Bethesda mindset, but like, I also didn't like Fallout 3, so those cards on the table. Like, I also didn't like 3, but 4 was
I
just.
stopped
Or was
enjoying
just-
the Fallout post 2, honestly.
It was so good.
Well, that's the problem, is I compare them all to that, and it's very hard for them to come out in a favorable light.
The problem was that 3 had a lot of promise. It had no story building. Like, the story lacked any heart. And 4 did that, but had bad mechanics as alongside a pretty unfortunately lackluster story.
I mean, I know it's like the most not hot take ever, but because of how good New Vegas was, everything that came after it was just not playable.
Yeah, the problem is New Vegas.
Well, New Vegas
wasn't
didn't-
Bethesda.
No, it
Yeah,
wasn't.
New Vegas wasn't made.
Which is definitely a huge part of it. But like,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
problem is like,
absolutely.
I
Obsidian are without. Again, I don't think this is a hot take. Obsidian are what BioWare were when they were just BioWare before they became EA BioWare. They don't get points anymore for making good RPGs because they're so good at it. They're like the racehorse that you have to laden down with saddlebags of lead because otherwise the race wouldn't be any fun.
Obsidian's not immune to missteps, though. There's definitely flaws in
Outer
a lot of
Worlds
their
had some
games.
issues.
Yeah, okay, yeah. They aren't. They don't hit every single thing, but I mean, generally speaking, though.
I'm curious about their new one.
I would say
I
they
think it's
hit
going to be
more
kind of
than
make or
they
break
miss.
for them. Because they spent a while on it, too.
Which one? Sorry.
Whatever the new one is. Is it like a... It's not Avowed, is it?
Did I use the wrong thing?
Avowed is Obsidian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's their new, like, open world, kind of Skyrim-ish. Though I think they're going for more
It's-
of, like, a third-person action
It's
combat.
it's their New Vegas response to Elder Scrolls not coming out yet.
Well, no, it is first person. So yeah, it's New Vegas Elder Scrolls. It's giving me a little bit of Morrowind vibes from some of the screenshots, which is good.
Which is very good in my opinion.
Yeah.
Morrowind is the
am
best Elder
unashamedly
Scrolls game.
a
Yeah.
Morrowind main. After
like
that,
the
it is
mechanics.
actually. I will
Daggerfall.
say I do like the atmosphere of Skyrim. I'm not gonna take points away just because it's fun to hate on.
Oh,
Bethesda.
the world is
Skyrim was
incredible.
a solid game. Skyrim
world
was
is
a solid
incredible.
game.
Like, there's no denying that. The world of Skyrim is
Yeah.
Well, counterpoint. I found it
untouched.
kind of setting wise. I found it kind of boring after a while. It was just kind of northern.
well, once you get into like the Rift and like the Southern Plains and stuff like that, like they did a good job. It was less plain than Cyrodiil, but
Yeah.
Cyrodiil
is
also
grass.
Cyrodiil is also the capital lands, so they couldn't really do much with it if you're a Tamriel nerd. They could have if they had the technology, if they were to like open up the south region to like Black Marsh, but they just didn't have the computing power at the time.
I was disappointed they didn't go for like a bigger sprawling city or something, and like have a lot of the adventure just like in this big, explorable, multi-tiered city.
I'll give you that. Imperial City was a major disappointment compared to like the actual scale of it in writing anyway, and the like Elder Scrolls like writing. Imperial
Yeah, I
City
just
is
think
massive.
that Morrowind managed to harness the playability of Daggerfall with enough of the lack of proceduralness that makes games really good. This comes from someone who adores procedural generation, but like there's a point where it's just
Oh, yeah.
not as good as something made with intent. And
So I
Daggerfall always felt like this is great. You could play Daggerfall forever and still be doing new stuff, but the quality of the new stuff you'd be doing is questionable.
Oh yeah, I adore Daggerfall. I think Daggerfall's still my second favorite Elder Scrolls game, but like you said, Morrowind was Daggerfall refined.
Yes, yeah.
Avek, am I
still
crazy?
occasionally go back to Morrowind.
Or have you just been riding the rail south of us up and down nonstop for the last, like, 5 minutes?
What do you mean? I'm not doing anything.
I kept seeing you going up towards the house from the south along the rail, and I was like, oh, when he gets back, I'll ask him to take the food out of the thing for the chance at gold. But then every time I look down there, you're going back up and down the same rail.
I can happily come back, yeah.
What are you actually doing?
I'm just riding
Bantering.
back and forth.
That's fair.
With my mining laser, expanding the width of the tunnel. So it feels less claustrophobic.
So I accidentally made a very good melee food instead of a very good ranged food. So I'm gonna go back to the desert and get more fish out. But the bottom two cooking pots are for the good food that I was trying to make, and the top two were just ones that I was using to farm cooking XP, because I'm still only like level 20 cooking. But yes, the bottom
believe
two.
You don't believe?
I don't believe him.
I
I think he caught those fish. I think he caught those fish on purpose.
I see.
Oh no. The fish isn't the I put the fish that I wanted in there, but I accidentally used pine grapple instead of pupaya and made melee bonus instead of ranged. I mean, if you look at them in there, Penta, don't take them out because we want to see if Avek can get a gold one. But it's pretty insane. It is 10.5% melee attack speed for 10 minutes, 35.2% physical melee damage for 10 minutes, and plus 63% flat damage for 10 minutes. All stacked. And plus 15% damage against bosses for 1 minute.
Actually amazing. Okay. Right,
So
which one
yes,
am I going to take out?
the bottom
Bottom
two. That one you can split between you and Penta because it's very good for melee.
Rare Royal Tropics Smoothie.
Yeah, the only difference between that one and what I've been using is the 63% flat damage percentage.
Yes, because
which is
that's
nice. Everything
that's
else,
the fish.
my food is technically better, but that's the fish that's on top.
I got 3 extra, but I did not get epic.
Aw. And then this one is for me and anybody else that wants thorns. I have a different one that's going to give more armor, I believe.
Rare Solid Sun Curry. Oh yeah, 54.1% magic damage. It's actually pretty good.
Wait, it has because of the sunrise. Yeah.
Yeah, and 61 magic barrier. Okay, let's fingers crossed.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
Penta.
man, I didn't even get extra out of
Oh
that one.
no.
It's because it's for me,
Ultra
isn't
fan.
it?
It probably is. Yeah. It's like, aha, Marty made the classic blunder.
Oh,
He confessed this was for
man.
him.
I knew
All
it
of
was
the
gonna
luck's
happen.
Oh
All of the
man.
luck is gone.
I knew it was gonna happen.
Oh man, I'm sorry, buddy.
It's okay.
Wander, you'll
I
never
swear,
guess.
Moddy luck is a thing of wonder.
Did you get another one?
The first, like, I literally brought my single player Scarlet Drill over to you because we haven't seen one this entire playthrough. The first Scarlet locked chest I opened has one in it. And a Scarlet Sledgehammer, which is just hilarious. Like, hey, I heard you liked digging in the jungle.
Okay, I'm gonna
Like,
go.
yeah, we
back
liked doing that 1,000 years
to the
ago.
desert. I guess I should just catch a ton of the epic fish in the desert because of the 63%. So the 15% damage to bosses for a minute, but then 63% all damage for 10 minutes can be used for all of our food for bossing. So I should probably just get a bunch of those. Didn't take me too long, so.
Been through the desert on a horse with my name.
Oh, I know this one. The horse's name was Sunday. It's that fun riddle.
Yeah. What's he talking about?
The whole like the man rode into town on Sunday, stayed for 2 days, and rode back out on Sunday. It's like a.
Is this like?
that's a
Is this a
very
Lil
old
Nas
riddle.
X?
No, I don't think he's very good at riddles, and that'll be my shade throwing for the day.
Is it weird that I think I heard Moddy feeling a little bit of guilt there in real time? It's like, oh man, I said what I thought. I said the quiet bit out loud. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, it was just as
Why am I being mean to people? I'm
spur
Marty,
of the
I'm
moment
good one.
response. I have never given any thought to how good most famous musicians are at riddles. There's a
Ranking
fun
musicians by their
yeah.
riddle capabilities.
This is your top 10 list of theoretically how good is an artist at riddles. There's probably some crossover there with like wordplay and things like that.
That feels like it would be a really funny party game where you just like everybody gets too heated about trying to figure out if Macklemore or Taylor Swift is better to riddle.
It's just a very, very, very
Definitely
niche
Taylor
version.
Swift.
Oh, I could see that one going very, getting very heated. Yeah.
It's basically just super fight, but for way weirder metrics.
It's definitely T Swift. Though. Macklemore doesn't even have a sense of humor.
Wow.
And that's my shade throwing for the day.
Neither of us are done, but yeah, that's
Nope.
Yeah, I was gonna say no, it's not. Your penta, your shade throwing hasn't even begun today.
Definitely. Where?
give me the good fish. Why are you not giving me the good fish?
But remembered who you were.
Yeah, that's fair. Because I actually wanted them this time. Last time I was going for the
Simba.
spikes fish. Simba.
Remember who you are.
Simba. Do you remember?
The 21st of September. Mufasa's.
Exactly.
Exactly where my brain went. That's why I was so quiet. I was like, no, resist, resist.
It's a director's cut of Lion King.
Oh man.
James Earl Jones just starts breaking it down.
I miss that so much. Things like what was that Monsters Inc. where the post-credit scenes where it was like line flubs, but they actually animated them as the characters that were flubbing the lines. It was so good. There were a couple other movies, but Monsters Inc. was the one that popped into my head off the rip. It seems more like they used to care about what they were doing, and animators used to be able to have fun with their jobs.
Back in my day.
Yeah. Pay no attention to the fact that I'm pretty sure I'm the youngest one here, but
Yeah. Not by the like huge amounts though.
no, I don't think so.
I think most of the Wholesome verse, except for a few choice individuals, are more or less in the same sort of age bracket. There are some people who are like full on. Yep, no, you are editing too close to the sun, my dude. But mostly we're all around the same sort of, except for Dane, who's from the way
baby.
he
Well,
talks about his age is way younger than most of us.
We make
It's-
fun of him, but Alexa's actually younger than him.
Yep.
And Orbital, right?
Really?
No.
No.
Totally younger than Dane.
Really?
I think Alexa's younger than Dane. Because he was graduating college when like Wholesome verse became a thing. Or no,
Dane
he
is
still
older
had
than
a year
Alexa.
left.
Yeah.
Dane is older than Alexa, and we make fun of him because we treat Dane like he's the baby when he's not. It's kind of an in-joke.
Why did I think Orbital
Oh,
was
Dane, the
younger than
baby.
Alexa?
He might be.
Because he
I don't
got
know.
his master's, or is it like he had some kind of post-secondary like education that took him longer?
Yeah.
And he's married. So he just seems aged.
There's a heck of a boomer joke in there somewhere.
That is definitely a statement, right?
Well, he's not from the United States, so he doesn't get married at 20 when he meets your high school sweetheart.
20.
He gets married when it matters.
What? But then how are they supposed to peak in high school and talk about the time they almost made varsity?
Yeah.
Oh god.
That's an orbital. That's an
I
orbital
love
story
the
I want to
idea
hear.
Orbital just becoming a football pro.
My lord.
He just quickly pivots off of like tower defense and he goes into like out of the park baseball. 400 episode series on like managing a soccer team.
And he would call it soccer too.
He would call it soccer.
Wow.
That is just like him. Also, you can reinforce the obliteration ray. It's 3
You
solar
can't?
ray.
Oh, for some reason I thought you couldn't.
I was certain you couldn't.
456
well.
out of 250 durability.
Oh, maybe that's why I thought we couldn't.
Huh.
3 solarite bars.
My apologies.
How are we doing on
I-
stuff like that, by the way? Do we need to set up more drills?
No.
I don't know if we're even going to be using much at this point.
Did we find a Pandorium boulder to set up?
Yeah.
Have we done so?
Yeah.
Okay, because yeah, you guys, the main thing that you'll need is just enough Pandorium to upgrade the drill.
We 100 bars each.
It's not anything too crazy, and to be honest, outside of trying to get other armor pieces up to the max level of 19, you're really not going to use Pandorium for anything. The armor set's really weird.
Yeah, the armor set doesn't look
So,
like it's for me.
I will say that there are a few times that I've been as thankful as I am right now for a frictionless surface. But Monty, you said that the mining skill levels up when you damage a block, not when you break it. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, then using my non-miner gear set is the right way to go.
That is the way to do it. In all
Taking me
honesty,
Many hits in order to break the fossil blocks. Still breaking it though, which is kind of frightening. That's just how powerful this obliteration ray is. Stormbringer is.
and also every time you level up in mining, like all of the associated stats have like a passive effect per level up. So
Well,
mining,
you have the
I think,
upgraded
is-
one already of that.
Yeah, I hand mined the Pandorium at the end of the last session to get it. It took me so long. That's why I was like, I don't want to end yet. I don't want to end. I've invested so much time. I just want to see it. I want to feel it. I want to know how badly I wasted my time.
And the biggest upgrade for you is just going to be getting the mining skill up to the, what does it cap out at, like 12% of, it might only be 10% actually of mining damage added as melee.
Well, it's going up by 2%, and
Yeah,
it's a 5
5.
skill, so it'll be capping out at 10%. But 10% of
Plus the 8% from your armor bonus. So
Yes.
nearly 20%
So
of your
right
total
now
mining.
it's just flat out 1,000 mining damage by itself.
Well, it's higher than that though. You can actually see the stats if you switch to your mining set and go down
my
to
max.
switch to your mining set, and under adventure, the first one will be your mining damage.
Oh,
And make sure you're holding the Stormbringer too.
yeah, I was gonna say, as 580, that doesn't make any sense. Then it's like I'm holding a rock. Fair enough. I could beat something with this rock, and I would do 2,680 mining damage currently, with only one
Yep.
level in the skill.
So yeah, about 500 flat added melee damage then. Once you get the 18% total.
Yep.
And it fires so fast.
And the fact that it chains as well.
Mm-hmm.
This is an ad clearing device.
I think it's
It's an
everything
everything
device.
clearing
It's pretty
device.
much an everything clearing
Yep.
device.
Honestly,
Alright.
it's an amazing weapon, but the biggest thing for me was having a mining utensil or tool, I guess, that can
Yeah.
never need to be repaired.
I'm gonna be honest though, like I thought you were going in a different direction, but the point still stands. I will take a DPS hit, ideally not a big one, but I will take a DPS hit in favor of being able to reduce the amount of items on my hotbar that I need to carry around to do different jobs.
Yeah.
Like, so
Yep.
for example, if it's like, yeah, the Swiss Army knife does a bit less damage than your combat machete, but this is the only thing you need on your hotbar. So the rest can be filled with pots that you will never ever use, and you will die burdened under the weight of the bajillion health pots you could have used, but you didn't.
It is the best Swiss Army knife. Although it doesn't break floor blocks. So you do still need to bring a shovel.
Why are you making my hypothetical worse for me, Noddy? Why? Why do you hate people's happiness?
It's not a
I wouldn't say it's
hypothetical
the
though. You
best.
have the weapon in your hand.
I wouldn't say it's the
Sure.
best. There's definitely that's a good question for me to like brainstorm. Is what is the best video game Swiss Army knife item? Like, what item in gaming is like end all be all? Like,
It's probably
good
something
question.
like the maybe the grav gun from Half-Life. Because it's a weapon and can edit literally anything it touches. Assuming, well, but are we assuming like what it's supposed to be or what it actually will function as in game? Because in game there are fewer physics objects than you
Oh,
might
man.
expect.
in game mechanically. So just like,
Okay.
what is an item that your character possesses in a game that once you have it, you no longer need like 90% of your inventory? It just does all be all. I have the Stormbringer.
Nice. What?
Come join me in the corridor. The passage, rather. Corridor.
I feel like there's
I am down here.
I feel like there's a very easy pull for what you're asking, Penta, but my brain cannot actually find it. I know there is one that
Penta.
I go to like obviously I have suggestions that I know aren't the like number one, but are on the list for sure. Like the Spheda Club from Dark Cloud. I think of like Gordon Freeman's crowbar.
Mm-hmm. I mean, but that definitely doesn't replace
Portal
that
gun
much.
because it's like it's the only thing in the game that actually matters. But
Fair.
like to be, I think to fit the criteria I'm asking for, there has to be competition against the item, and there is no competition in Portal for the portal gun.
Yeah.
So
And also like a multi-tool because the portal gun still only does the one thing.
yeah, but it does that one thing,
That's-
everything.
Also true.
Yeah. Speedy thing goes in, speedy thing comes out. I don't know. It's a really good question. I mean, there's lots of examples that pop into my head of something that does two jobs, but I know there's things that I've encountered in games where I've been like, yep, no, this is my forever like number one on hotbar from this point forward.
Yeah.
Now you've asked the question, I can't
Like
reach for it, but I'm just left with this feeling like
that's where I'm at.
it's there.
It's exactly where I'm at. I'm like, I think of the Meteor Hamax, and I'm like, oh, cool. So that's one option, but that's still only 2 hotbar saves. It doesn't
Yeah.
do everything. It just does those 2 things.
You want to weigh in on this, Wander?
I'm thinking of just the drills in Terraria.
Yeah.
Oh, but they're so bad for weapons though.
Yeah, it's true.
Is the Shroomite drill that bad as a weapon?
All the drills are pretty bad as weapons because they deal no knockback and the range is tiny. So outside of specifically like maybe fighting the destroyer, they're not great. The Shroomite digging claw is technically a passable melee weapon, but it's not better
That might
than
be what
most
I'm
melee
thinking of as the
weapons you can
digging
get.
claw, not the drill.
Yeah, because that at least does some knockback and still hits very fast in an arc. I mean, if we branch out from video games, the answer is probably the sonic screwdriver. But that kind of defeats the
but, like-
purpose.
Yeah, but that's more of a Deus Ex Machina kind of
Yes.
doohickey rather than an actual item.
It's probably like maybe it's one of the final guns in 7 Days to Die because you can use it to break blocks too.
No.
I feel like there is a big one that I'm missing that's like poking me in the back of the head, but my conscience cannot
It's
latch on.
Samus's arm cannon for me. That's my number one.
See, but that
You could
I
also
feel like
you could also argue the Varia suit, but I'm gonna say the arm cannon because it does. As you progress through the game, it does like eventually 14 different things.
But like that's I feel like that's a little bit different because you only really have like one or two things you can do, and the whole point is you're upgrading that one tool.
Yeah.
You're not replacing it with parts.
Yeah. I mean, there's plenty of like one-trick ponies that come to mind. Like, hell, even in Factorio, there's a couple. You know, it's better to do your forestry with a grenade than it is to do it with your actual axe, or clearing forests and rocks with a shotgun instead of.
I was gonna say
Welcome
shotgun was my choice for deforestation.
Yeah.
So you get drones.
Oh yeah, once you get drones,
And then you
everything
just say,
goes-
go murder forest. And then they go murder forest.
drones murdered forest.
Yep. I have decided that my brain will not actually tell me what it is that it's trying to.
Brain is withholding the information. Bad brain.
Mm-hmm. It's like holding it just out of reach to tease me because like I know it's there, but it won't actually tell me.
So rude.
So who are we
Why does your brain hate you,
killing
Marty?
next?
Okay. If we want to go in order, it would probably be the Atlantean worm. Otherwise,
because we've been told to go and see the dude.
Well, so the Atlantean worm is an optional boss. Or technically,
right.
of the 3 bosses remaining, 2 are optional. The only actual story boss is the one that it's telling us to go do. So that is technically the final boss.
Right. Okay.
But
I'm
don't-
down with optional bosses.
I don't know if the final boss is easier or harder than the passage boss. That
I'd
being
be
said,
kind of surprised though if it would, because that's the whole point of optional bosses.
the passage boss
No.
is mainly a DPS check. I won't spoil anything. I'm sad nobody has encountered it while just going around the passage because it is always active.
I'm just down here right now. There was one time I was in the passage when the screen seemed to rumble in a more purposeful way than it does when
And-
just the chonky worms are there.
Did you leave?
And I suspect, based on how much of a big deal you've made of it, that was it being
That-
nearby me, and I just
that was-
didn't encounter it.
Well, I mean, I don't know how you wouldn't have encountered it, is the thing. I
I'm
guess
gonna
maybe I'm
assume-
confused.
It's the one that's in the trailer. That's like the wall of flesh.
It is.
Okay.
It is.
Because
Yeah.
it would be like it would be nigh impossible to miss it if it was coming your direction, but also could have just
Right,
been
okay.
like, I don't know if it takes up the entire passage, and the passage is, we haven't made it to the outer realm of the passage yet.
I think it takes up if not all of it, then a very large portion of the passage, and it just is constantly going around in a clockwise circle. So, I don't know. Either way, I think we are at the point where we can just, fight whoever we want and probably get out of it scot-free because we are strong. We will all need boats for the Atlantean worm. I don't remember, where do we get it's the bait pillar. Is that from the fisherman NPC?
Vendor.
Damn, I was not paying attention.
The nuclear battery vendor.
Ugh.
You will never be scot-free as long as I'm in the Sunday crew.
Okay, I'm gonna come back home because I finally got 10 more of the fish that I wanted.
I came back home much more suddenly than I was expecting.
Ah, quick fast travel.
Yes, the quick fast travel. The quickest fast travel.
Involuntary fast travel.
Well, sometimes voluntary.
Also,
If
yes.
you don't drop items in a game. Like I'm on this
I
tower.
dislike
I
games
don't
that
want to
don't
walk back
have
home.
any death penalty to at least make those kind of shenanigans at least cost something.
So that opens up the conversation then, because we're eventually in the year 2028 going to play Terraria.
Yeah.
Are we? Where does the four of the where do the four of us stand on difficulty? I'm sure Avak is in medium core, the medium core corner. Corpse run.
Oh, for like
etc.
if you die, you drop your stuff.
Yeah, you drop your inventory.
I like it early, and then once you get to the end of the game, it's kind of just like, oh, this is annoying. I had one friend that would play on hardcore only when we were playing.
Yeah,
together.
I love
I was
hardcore
gonna
Terraria.
say, I am. If I am with a group that are okay with it, I am hardcore, because I like the deaths mattering. But with that said, you do have to be. It's kind of like with D&D, you know, if you're going to have an evil character, you need the party's consent if not everyone else is also on board the evil character train, because it's going to make the game more of a pain in the backside for everyone, not just you.
Also depends on how you're evil, because you can have like the like still works with the team evil, or you can have the like actually just is a problem evil.
Yeah. But I mean, going you know, putting that nuance aside, with regards to the hard and medium core, going hardcore means that there's potentially always going to be issues that you encounter that are going to just be a massive pain in the backside for everyone around you as a consequence of them. Because, like, for example, if you ever have any hearts of any like crystal hearts and stuff, well, those are extremely transient for you, whereas everyone else is going to be slowly becoming more powerful and less killable. Whenever you die, it's kind of like you enter a negative feedback loop for a while. You died, and so you're now much more killable than you were before.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing that they're adding in 1.45. I don't know if you guys read the notes on it yet. The Terraria's final update.
I will believe that when I see it.
Is life fruits are actually going to have an even more. They're going to have a use post endgame. You can actually make like super healing potions that heal like, I don't know, 300 or something HP or 180 HP instead of just being maxed out at whatever the superior potions or whatever they were. Because once you're at that stage of the game, you have so much more health than you're able to heal. So they're gonna make life fruits actually like an alchemy ingredient now, which is pretty useful. It does mean you have to. I don't know if they're gonna add life fruit farming at that point. Then though, that wasn't in the notes, because otherwise hunting for life fruits is a nightmare.
I mean,
if each life fruit makes like 10 potions, I'm down. But like,
you can set up a farm for life fruits, but it is still going to be random. It's just one of the things that you go through and check with like a whip, because they have really long range that pierces blocks.
well, yeah,
you-
it's like
you set up-
Plantera bulbs. You can make a Plantera bulb farm too.
Yeah. Also, doesn't Plantera drop life fruit?
Don't
I feel
believe
like
unmodded. She does.
I feel like there are enough ways to farm them that won't necessarily be an issue, but it also kind of depends how necessary it is to have the fully upgraded potions. In all honesty,
good.
I have never felt that the potions in Terraria are bad. Just stop getting hit, and you don't even need
Usually
armor
I-
anymore.
Usually,
God damn, buddy.
I don't die because the potion didn't heal me enough. Usually, I die because I used the potion at the inopportune time.
Mm-hmm.
Right, do you want me to pull these out, Moddy?
If they're all done, yeah.
Ooh, got two rare.
Epic.
I got two rare sandy sun carries, spare, extra ones, and two epic sandy sun carries.
And then the
So,
bottom
you know,
one
look.
should be the one that actually is for me What? Why are these friends out
The
here?
royal fruit smoothie. Oh yeah, I got one epic one of those as well.
Cool.
Your luck is improving, my friend.
And I would say grab whatever combat food you need because we are good to fight the Atlantean worm whenever you guys want to.
Okay, let me quickly quick stack. Quickly quick stack. You understand? Not slowly quick stack. Very.
I'm just over here being a degenerate.
Let's see.
What?
Range attack speed, range damage, damage against bosses, and 63% damage. Yeah, very good. Oh, that epic one is... That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of
Yeah,
damage.
the epics though do actually genuinely
Oh,
really bump
yes.
things up.
That is like what, close to 120% total increased damage plus 12.6% ranged attack speed. Very good stuff. Oh, this is okay, never mind. The Sandy Sun Curry is actually the one for you mining damage people, I guess. Oh, it is also max health. Yes, that's a lot of max health.
Was it the sun curries you said?
Yeah, here, I had taken them out of the chest because I was looking at them.
Oh, right.
Ooh, waha. Here, I'll put
What?
I'll
Wahoo.
put
Are we
that
gonna?
many
What
back
do we
and
need?
keep sit-
Boats? Is that right?
Yes, the Atlantean worm is in the ocean. Also, we
Makes
might have
sense.
to find... Where's the thing to find him?
Right,
You buy
I
that over
grabbed
here?
half of the sun curries.
Where do we get... Is it this way? Atlantean worm scanner. There we go. Sure.
Wee woo.
Woo-woo.
He is
Wee-wee.
far northwest. Out in the ocean. That makes sense.
Oh, yes.
Okay, do I
We
have
up
to
to
eat
Wander?
these in a specific order?
I'm doing an arena fight. I can head over after this.
Okay.
Oh, actually, yeah, I should put the epic sun or sandy sun curries back in there if you want to grab one or two of them.
Oh, sure.
They are one of the best max health foods, but the added mining damage is going to be very, very good.
On that note, I've got a point to take.
Let's see.
There we go. Up to 4% of mining damage added an extra melee.
Okay, so these are just getting phased out from the looks of things. So what I need to eat is one of these, and one of these.
Right, what's the order that I want to do this? I'm going to pretty much say the epic sandy sun curry is the last one I want.
The only thing that matters is if the bonus is the same as one that you're already eating. It'll replace with the newest one, not the strongest one.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. That's why I'm trying to work out what my order of consumption should be.
So, assuming... Actually, I should make some more sandy sun curries for you guys, because even if you're not using the thorns for damage, it is an extra 48 armor, which is pretty good. So let me make some of those real quick. That is the solid. I'll put them in here. Okay, cool. More solid sun curries are cooking. If any drop epic, it'd be nice to have them because the spikes gets added to my damage.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Mm.
I only took one.
But all of
I'm
the
gonna
rare...
need one for boss fight. I'm
Are you
not
talking-
banking on us failing.
The sandy or the solid sun curry? 'Cause the solid sun
sorry,
curry is the
the-
one with armor.
Oh, there's the solid ones in there as well. Okay, let me
You
try
should
that.
be able to eat both of the sun curries back to back because the sun curry stuff is the same no matter which way you eat them, and the other things don't replace each other. It's health,
Well,
mining
it
damage,
is-
armor, and thorns.
Ah, right, okay. I'll wait for those to be done. There was one thing on my hotbar that I was pretty much only eating for the
And then I've got the bait pillar.
armor, so I may as well drop those off then if I'm going to be using something else for armor. Let's grab some of these. Got 3 extra on that. That's not too bad.
Nice.
There you go. I will wait for some more to drop. Oh yeah, the 48 armor is amazing.
Hey. Now I too have
Obliteration
an obliteration ray. Yup.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Wow. Hey, you know what?
From the
drop rates.
the
Oh,
arena
my goodness.
chest.
Your farm has been destroyed again. There's a lot of things on the ground up there.
I'm ignoring it at this point. We're not taking anything from it. As long as it's not spilling out, then it doesn't matter.
Admittedly, the drop rate's a lot lower than I'd like it to be, because I did a couple arenas on my own world just to see if I could get it, and the answer was nope. So, this is like what, my fifth? So do we have enough Pandorium, or should I go get some?
You'll likely need more if Penta just made his.
All right.
Oh, we should have plenty.
Oh no, we have 105 in here and it only takes 100. Yeah, we've got enough. You can come back and
Beautiful.
instantly make it.
Comment.
Also, just in case you've made it and tried it, don't use the chaos staff. That is.
I did make it and tried it, and I thought it was really funny and bad.
It's very funny. It has multiple attacks that are explosive and will hurt you and your teammates.
That does sound funny though.
So what I'm hearing is we should all just get one.
Yeah. How quickly is your melee going up, Penta?
Not as fast as I want it to be.
That's fair.
I want to check out what my obliteration rate
I
would
feel
be
like a
in that
degenerate, but
area.
it works.
No, the real degenerate
Nice,
isn't even
okay.
doing this. It's doing the mining experience farm, where you just set up a rail track that
surround
goes in a
yourself
big
with-
circle.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
you
exactly what I
you
was
take
doing.
the stone from the passage.
you burn.
So the thing that'll kill
I'm on
them.
burn setup, sorry.
Oh,
My
yes.
bad.
So burn setup will do that, as well as Oh wow! Wait, I didn't even think about that. It's probably not as much damage as going pure mining, but the armor piece that gives you a chance to consume all burn and deal like 5 times the amount of damage instantly or whatever. With how fast the mining laser hits, you're gonna be proccing that a lot.
So how do you turn the obliteration ray into the next tier?
Big-
device?
the scary
really
altar.
Big scary altar. This
Got
guy
it.
over here.
Donku. Got it. Thank you.
Cool.
Well, this isn't annoying.
Not even slightly.
Cool. So are we gonna go fight the Atlantean worm, or do people want
Wonder,
to
you
grind a
attacking
little?
something with really high...
Me?
No wonder,
Oh.
because I'm seeing big numbers popping up of things since Wonder jumped.
Randomly, the slimes spawn.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's a slime spawn in the top corner.
I
right. I was like, nah, things are popping, but the mushrooms aren't going down, it doesn't seem like.
the stream or this grinding session brought to you by Ghostbusters, the movie.
Frozen Empire. Kind of okay.
Okay. That's the next big question for this group. There's 4 of us.
Yeah.
Which Ghostbuster are you?
Oh.
Okay. I'm guessing from the way you put the question that I know the answer to this, but I want to be sure before I answer. Are you talking OG Ghostbusters, or are you talking the extended Ghostbuster universe in the new movies?
I'm talking just the main 4 Ghostbusters from the cinematic
Okay. OG Ghostbusters.
films. Yeah. Not talking the animated series as much as I love it. The extended, like...
The extended has gotten very extended at this point.
It's gotten very extended. Then you get into the comic books, and yeah.
Yeah, definitely make yourself a little... Wanda, yeah, my recommendation, just corner because it will occasionally slide one. So if you can just angle slightly down, like you're doing now, it just works so much better.
I haven't seen the original Ghostbusters in a while. I don't know if I've ever seen Ghostbusters 2.
It's actually got some really, really good scenes in it.
I think it goes without saying that Wander is Egon.
I'll take it. I was gonna say it's like a wannabe Egon. My fear is I'm Bill Murray.
Can I be the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man?
No,
Dang it.
no, you're Ray.
You can be whatever you want.
I think you're Ray. I think you're Mr. Dan Aykroyd.
Hmm.
Drinking
Serious
vodka
when
out of
need
a
to
weird
be,
crystal skull.
unserious when need to be.
+1 cooking.
Doesn't get assaulted by a ghost mid-sleep. Which is why I think I'm Venkman. But that kind of... that either leaves a Vac to be Sigourney Weaver or Rick Moranis. Which is a little weird.
I'll go with Rick
Oh, no,
Moranis. Sure.
There was no
you can be...
secretary.
Yeah, you're... No, Winston, you're Ernie Hudson. You're Winston, Ernie Hudson.
Yeah, I was trying to remember Winston.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vac's a Winston.
I'll go Rick Moranis on the condition that on the weekend I can moonlight in Little Shop of Horrors.
You just don't give Rick Moranis vibes. At least Ghostbusters Rick Moranis vibes.
I don't know, I could see a Vac falling in love with a godlike deity.
Yeah, but the creepy stocky bits, though.
Was that a creepy stocky bit?
He was kind of creepy stocky. Because he was like...
Have I just not remembered it for that?
I just remember him being really weird around Sigourney Weaver.
Oh, you're right. Actually, before he... Like, I only actually have memories of the post-possession version. Just randomly talking with horses, like, you know, in like cult conspiracy chats with the horse, like, meet me and blah 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 blah.
Beagle.
But no, I remember now what you mean. God, it has been a long time since I've watched that movie.
I saw Frozen
Basically
Empire
don't remember the
like
first
a
half
couple
of the
weeks
film.
ago. It was...
Oh, did you?
Yeah. You know, I thought the previous movie, like the new reboot, the first movie was supposed to be kind of like fan service of like, yeah, remember the Ghostbusters? And then Frozen Empire was like, yeah, you remember the Ghostbusters? And I'm like, I'm tired of this.
Okay. Well, whenever you guys are ready, it's a pretty easy teleport to the ocean to catch the Atlantean worm.
I have gained 30 levels in no time at all. Just sat here.
Yeah, it's
attacking
nonsense.
me.
Yep.
It's stupid.
Yep. It fires fast, it chains, it's good. Too good.
It do be good.
Sad part is I'm probably just going to use this while we're fighting bosses, and I'm just letting my minions fight for me.
Without being built into it, it's not actually the
I
best
don't have
melee
anything
weapon.
better.
That's fair. And it is also unbreakable, and you don't have to spec into range.
The unbreakable
anything.
by itself is worth everything.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna max out my my melee, and I'll be done. It will not take me long. I'm kind of that I got.
With how experience works, it's kind of like RuneScape in that once you hit level 92 or something,
It does slow down a bunch. It's still not that
yeah,
bad.
it's twice as much experience to get from
I mean, I've
92
gone up
to
4
100.
levels to 95 in the time that it's taken you to tell me that.
Hey, you know what?
I am
Oh, that
rising
I
levels.
wonder if
I
they
was
made
gonna
it
say- I was gonna
faster.
say- I was gonna say, RuneScape is a bad comparison.
Yeah.
You are halfway to 100 at 93.
Well, no, this game is very much the exact same. That's why it's
95 to
been
96.
such a pain.
I chased him.
Look at him. He's so cool.
Is this some bug? Because what you're describing and what I'm experiencing are vastly different realities.
It has to do with the actual experience numbers. You're probably just gaining it so fast that it doesn't matter. You'll definitely feel it for both mining and running, which is why I still don't have the level 100 running.
You're chaining 4 times. That's 1 proc per shot. You shoot 5 a second. You're gaining 15 experience. No, you're gaining 20 experience a second.
I just mean in flat experience numbers, you are halfway to 100 at like either 92 or 94. It's one of the two.
I wish I could do that in RuneScape. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, it's just the sheer amount of experience you gain. I feel like they may have made it faster, so using
what you're describing to me, I understand the concept of it completely, but what I'm experiencing is so different to that.
I mean specifically the drill. So the laser. The chains from the laser used to give ranged XP instead of melee XP. In one of the recent patches, they changed it to not give ranged XP anymore, which, if they changed it to give melee instead, means you are getting 4 times the amount of experience you're supposed to be getting. That being said, it was still very fast. Where's our, like, dresser?
There we go. Level 100.
Cool. Yeah.
What do I want to pop this into?
Does who here is has a level 0 experience skill club?
I have zero summoning, and
Same.
I am zero
fishing, zero magic,
but some experience because I started to grind it and then went, I don't care to do this, and quit.
I'm almost level 24 ranged.
Nice.
Range is real easy if you grab one of those shurikens and just start tossing it up and down the mushroom line.
Yep. Anyway,
the laser was
I'm
annoying,
heading to the
annoying
teleporter
enough
now.
for me.
Sorry, Marty. I apologize, man.
Oh no, you're fine. I didn't actually have like an important anyways there. My brain just tried to redirect my own thought process. And promptly lost it. What was I going to say?
I barely followed what you just said.
Nice.
I am the man.
Who are we missing?
Me.
Okay.
The man. Yeah, the most northwest thing, and then we just chase this man down, and I put the bait pillar in the water, and everybody can eat their food.
All right.
Look.
All right, so
The idea of a ninja with just the biggest, gaudiest mining laser is very good. It's like the size of your body and very
now
flashy.
do 749 up to 749 melee damage with 20% extra against bosses.
Oh, right, that's the one thing I'm missing.
And again, the melee damage increase from getting max melee is good, but getting up to max level mining, or just not max level, like level 75 or whatever, so that you get the 10% extra, that's going to be the biggest DPS boost you will see.
Oh yeah, it's going to be ridiculous.
Don't have that.
I'm at level 60 mining at the moment, so I'm hopeful that it won't take
56.
too terribly long.
60 means, do you already have the first 2 levels of that skill?
Yep.
Nice.
Bringing in an
I have
extra
the 4%.
Where is it going to turn around?
4%, buddies.
Oh, either way, we're still missing Wander.
Yep.
I don't know where he's going to turn around. He'll turn around at the end of the ocean. He's basically just like the Hydras, where he just does a big arc.
Put on the mining gear.
So you switch to your mining helmet and suddenly the wall is just melting. And everything beyond the wall. This is going to be
Dude,
what
imagine if the Trojans had this
corridor.
technology.
So am I the one with the highest mining in this group then? Because I actually have
Mining
level mining damage.
I imagine so. You had the drill for like forever.
True.
Your mining was basically constantly going up, mate.
I don't even have the full mining set. I'm still missing the miner's helmet.
Where are you guys?
Here comes the worm. You got to go to the most northwest
piss.
teleporter and then
Yep.
kind of around. I mean, the worm will be coming back towards you a little bit, so we'll just keep following him around until you're close enough to join the fight.
Yeah, he's swinging around now, kind of.
Yep.
My mini map is fairly zoomed in, and I wish I
Here he
could zoom it
is.
out, make it a bit bigger.
Uh-oh. He's going around this island.
I love the music out here. I like the music in this game in general. They did such a good job with that, in my opinion.
Look at this giant lad.
Hello, giant
Speaking
lad.
speaking of game music and Heroes of Hammerwatch, is there confirmation that the second game is also done by Two Feathers?
I have no idea. They have no social media presence,
Okay.
and like their website hasn't even been updated recently.
Oh, did we just destroy the bait pillar before we could summon him? Hey, let's... There we go.
Oh,
Wow. Okay. So
There he is.
how
You
did
can
I
only-
Someone
instantly
died.
die?
one shot there.
Oh. Yes, do not touch his face.
Good to
You,
know.
can
died as
only-
well, Wander.
Yup.
Oh, also, bad news, this guy splits apart.
Oh, I'm getting massive lag all of a sudden.
Oh shoot! I don't have a boat then.
Yeah, neither do I.
Oh,
I
no.
need to make a new boat.
Penta, I've barely seen this man. How much damage are you doing to him?
I'm killing him.
Oh my goodness. Oh god,
I,
there's several Atlantean worms.
Can I
Oh dear.
propose that we fight him twice?
Yeah, buy another bait pillar before you come back. We'll pick up
Sure.
your...
2 segments
Actually-
down.
Can we pick up...
Where is even boat? Oh,
Where
there it
is
It's
even
just-
boat? Is it?
Oh,
Was this the
Oh,
last
why
one
is it
by me,
flying
or is there
time?
another one by you? Oh, wait.
I'm fighting one.
Okay. The little short ones look so funny. Oh god, he's charging up a laser.
Aaron Malayzor.
He's so
Penta's
Oh god, this
short.
boat is so slow.
Look at the
Why?
short man.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Ta-da.
Life's so unfair.
Oh, right. You can't actually open them. We just have to break it. Get some good stuff. Oh, I didn't even eat my food.
Neither
Didn't
did
even
I.
eat my buff food.
How alive is the boss?
Oh, he's gone.
Dead.
Yeah.
Penta is strong. But if you brought another thing, oh, we might wait. We might have to wait a day for him to respawn.
Oh,
Or
go
maybe
find
he
another
might
one.
respawn instantly, but we might need to make another thing to find him. Did you buy another bait
100
pillar?
I don't even have a boat.
195% crit damage.
There's a boat.
I just made
I
one on
have
the boat
somebody's boat.
thing.
Here, I'll come back
Probably-
home and give
it's gotta be
somebody's.
mine.
Yeah.
Well, it might be
Come back.
mine.
True.
Somebody's.
Like we literally both died. I died right on top of the
Oh.
boss the moment it surfaced.
Which is the bottom of the two? Because I think that's whose boat I have. Yeah, I have Wander's boat then.
Aha.
Wander, where are you?
At home.
Because I remember I accidentally ran into his gravestone.
I also have somebody's boat.
Oh, did you already make a new boat?
Yeah, it's okay. I'll have
Well,
spares.
here's a backup. Cool.
Did you get the rest of my stuff? No.
Anthony.
No, it's still in a gravestone over there.
Okay.
I am going to
Boat.
see. Let me just make another one of these. Here, let me see if this will find him instantly.
That's a speedboat.
Yep. Okay, so he is
Hi.
already back alive again. So I will go buy another bait pillar. I
Thank
will
you,
try to
guys.
do it
Sorry about
way
that.
further
I
away
didn't
from
drink
everybody.
I didn't eat my food, and I was right on top of him when he surfaced. So he was like, "Yeah, no, you're dead
Oh.
now." I was like,
Do you have all the
Yeah,
coins in your
I-
pocket, Wander?
Yeah. We should have a whole stack of coins somewhere else here. Let me throw it at you. Oh, no. The coins are on my corpse.
Oh.
We'll go
Okay.
get them.
Let me figure out what I can sell a bunch of to get enough coins to buy a bait
Just-
pillar.
Maybe some equipment.
Where
We have
is- I was gonna say-
stuff. We're never going to equip any of the remaining items.
Sell some ore. It sells for a crazy amount. Just
Also
sell like
for-
1,000 scarlet ore or scarlet bars.
That's so slow. I'm going to sell 600 bars. That should be more than enough.
Didn't even have my spirits active. God. I was so ill prepared for that fight.
Oh yeah.
I'm shocking myself.
I have another bait pillar. I'll put the extra money away. Are you guys going to be good to fight him when I pop back over there then?
Yep.
Okay.
Still got my
Did you
food,
get-
so...
Did you get your speedy boat back?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Thank you very much for that, Panther.
Yeah.
Grabbing an extra couple of mining levels while I'm here.
No ground nearby to stand on. Oh, come on.
Yeah, I had to build a little island to stand next to my grave to pull it out of the water, which was... I'm going to be honest,
Real
that's
cute. I
kind
put
of
some platforms
just
down,
annoying.
Wander.
Thank you.
It's like, why is that a mechanic? Come on, game.
He's about to be right next to you guys.
Crafting my food in the order that I am meant to.
Is everybody else
I am
ready,
ready.
or does Wander need a sec to sort his inventory?
Food it up.
I'm
good to
breaking
go.
the platforms I
go.
put down.
Oh,
So they don't
okay.
interfere with
Let
the
me get over here. I'll put it down in front of the worm, and then we should get away from it. Boop. I'll try it with just 2 of the foods.
Yeah, he's got cracks. Every time you break a crack, he splits. When he splits to a small amount, he starts to do a laser beam attack.
Oh my word.
He's
He
not
starts
surviving
doing
very
a,
long.
starts doing a what? Who?
Laser,
be
that
melting.
big yellow laser. Yeah, he.
Again, we are definitely strong enough to reach the end of this. Is that the last one already?
He
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Wait, did he drop
wow.
the items? Did somebody get them all?
Vivek got him.
Oh, okay.
I was just holding down left click on the laser and it popped whatever he dropped. Got Atlantean Worm Ring, 4%, 4 life on melee hits, 17 physical melee damage. Got Atlantean Worm Heart, 9.5. Permanent when
That's
heated.
a max
100%
HP.
Max
Yep.
health.
Honestly, yeah, fighting
Atlantean
him
Worm
extra times for that.
Helmet. We got
Isn't bad.
Bottom Tracer, Jasper Anglefish. Oh, sorry, Angel. White Carolotl and Silver Dartfish. Fisher folk will know better if those are good things or not.
I mean, they're random ocean fish, I think.
Well,
And that should be the last
okay.
time we need a boat.
Yep.
For those of you looking
Wander-
to remove things from your
Yeah.
inventory.
Wander, what's your backpack?
I've got the scholar satchel.
Yeah, didn't you pick up the super backpack or something? At the end of the last session?
Yeah, I got one of
Yeah.
the wizard ones. Yeah.
Cool. Well, then I'm just going to do this. We can try fighting this man first.
The
Where are we going?
one in the passage.
Look at your mini map. Or
I'm in the-
Urschleim.
Yeah, I see.
So we might just
He's
want to
German.
wait. We might just want to wait until he's down near one of our teleporters at the bottom. Because you can't fight him from behind. We need to be in front of his clockwise rotation.
Oh, okay.
So
That means dark slime, for those that don't know.
wow.
Or slime of
Urschleim.
dark. Or blind slime? Something along those lines.
So we're gonna head for
something with
the
the word slime in
southern
it.
portal, probably.
Yeah, but it's going to take a while for him to get down there, probably like
Well-
5 minutes. We can try to do the other final boss first, if you guys would prefer to
Eh,
just go on a bit
I'm
of a
just-
boss rush.
I'm just gonna wait. My mining damage is too low. I was gonna try and dig out some walls in the passage.
You might have to wear your mining set in order
No,
to
it still says
break
it's too
passage
low.
wall. Really?
Y'all.
With the Stormbringer?
Yeah.
Wow.
What is my mining?
I was able to destroy those before I had the Stormbringer.
I was gonna
I'm
say
at a-
something's.
I'm at 1,564.
You should be able to break passage block.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
No. 1,000, something like that? That's like maybe breaking volcano, like doing damage to volcano and crystal. I was two-shotting passage blocks at
Oh,
2,000.
that's true. That's true. Without Stormbringer, my mining damage is still 2,400. So
Hmm.
yeah.
Interesting. That's with your mining set on?
Yep.
I don't have a very
That's
good mining
surprising.
set. So all of my mining set gives a flat bonus as opposed to a percentile one.
Oh yeah, no, you want the percentage stuff from the like miners
Yeah.
set.
Did we never?
What the heck am I?
Did we never? Wow. Did we never get another topaz ring?
I don't have one. It would be nice for us all to have topaz rings, but
Yeah, because at level 15, it's 31% mining damage. Then Morpha's bag is 15%.
Yeah, I could put on Morpha's bag instead of the scholar bag.
Yeah, I think just,
Miner's helmet is 16%.
despite having such a high mining level, I think Wanda has just been carried with a drill.
Yep.
And to be fair, you were really good at upgrading it throughout the whole playthrough, weren't you? Like that
Yeah.
drill was always the first thing that you upgraded as far as the tools went. So it isn't too surprising that you managed to get so far with that with relatively low mining damage.
yeah,
You were just
we actually
really fast at mining, and for our levels, you were pretty solid. So it wouldn't have been obvious that that was the difference.
we actually should probably go down there before he arrives.
Okay.
Just so that we can make a path. Because it is like Wall of Flesh, we're going to be constantly running away from him. While trying to get the health down.
I think we're going to kill him before we hit a wall.
Maybe. Depends on if
Right,
they
where do
fixed
we
a
wanna-
very specific thing with the
which
mining
portal
truck.
do you guys want to go to? Pick a portal, I will join you.
We can probably pick the first portal. We don't need a huge amount of time. 135.
Oh, well, actually, thinking about it, I'm going to leave my boat here, and I'm going to just come straight back and dump some stuff quickly. Is there any food you want me to... Oh, no, there's none to drop off there. Oh.
Okay, let's go over there. Do we have enough time? Yeah, we have enough time. Let's just go see what we have.
Yeah, did we ever find any more black rings or any of the black mining set?
We should have.
We,
If they
I know
didn't-
we have another necklace.
Yeah,
they
we have
didn't
another
get
necklace.
sold. We should have plenty.
I am able, it takes a while, but I'm able to break passage blocks at 1600 mining damage.
Okay, so I should be good enough at this point.
But it takes a very long time. You probably
Yeah,
want
but for
closer to
rising
2000.
the skill, that's kind of what you want.
Oh, if that's what he's doing. I thought we were clearing out
Well, no, I was
first
hoping
line.
to clear out a little.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm not seeing any extra black rings, unfortunately.
No, I saw the extra
Uh.
necklace, but no extra topaz rings either.
I had a topaz ring squirreled away.
That's the important one.
Mhm.
Yeah. I want to see if I could find a mining helmet, but it doesn't look like I got one of those either. That's good. What am I at? 2,169. That's good enough.
You should be fine. Yeah, so if you guys come
Did
down
you
to
did
the...
you upgrade the topaz ring?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're plenty good then.
On my way.
Hey, none of that.
Curious
Is he
kitty.
gonna break my portal?
that big guy.
I don't think he's going to break your portal.
I'll break his ass.
That's good enough.
Ow. Don't hit me. Just eat a bunch of this until we've got the slime boy on top of us. He's actually very close by already.
Go.
We might just have to kind of go for it.
We have not got room enough to escape.
Yeah, I'm going to try to go as far forward as we can so that we can meet him as early as possible. Oh, no, that's not a good area to be. Ooh. Oh,
Do we-
boy.
I mean, worst comes to worst, we fail.
He doesn't regen health if I'm remembering properly.
He's also zooming.
Oh yeah, no, he moves pretty darn fast, and I think he, like Wall of Flesh, gets faster the lower the health is. He's got like 4 phases. We should see him very soon here. Or is he further out?
I think he's passing us, mate.
I thought he was pretty much the entire outside edge.
That is the rumbling that I saw before.
Come here, you coward.
Bite
We
me.
are all going. Okay, so he does have an edge. We have to
Broke
break
his
the
eye.
pink eye things. There should be 3 of them, maybe? Yeah, there's another one that's further out to the left. Yeah, I see it. Nice. And then the middle section should give us this thing
There we
to
go.
attack. And we have to do this 4 times?
Got it. It's fine. Don't cross the streams.
Hashtag not a penis.
Okay. There should just be the one at the bottom. Maybe we
Whatever
are
you
fine.
say.
It looks like they may have patched the mining laser. So before, the mining laser used to hit so fast that some of the damage wouldn't register.
We got our side.
Oh, yeah, no, never mind. Yeah, we're very strong.
We are. So this was ultra death you were saying before, yeah?
If he runs into you, you get insta-killed.
Fair enough.
Like no matter what you're wearing. But it doesn't matter.
We have killed the penis.
Ta-da! You just got all the stuff with your laser.
Damn it. Sulfur bomb, sulfossil boots, sulfossil helmet, Ursuline figurine, silver dart, giant mitochondrion, and Ursuline's chest.
Cool.
Oh, by the way, I dropped off the thing heart.
I don't need it. I'm a
the one
ranged
that gives
boy.
100 HP.
Ooh. Well, I guess it's just
Yeah, I
the
don't
final
Oh, I
boss
got
to
2
go
of these
fight.
mitochondrion, by the way.
What do they do?
Who wants the other one? It's just a permanent 100 health. I'll just drop her on the floor.
I'll give it to one of you guys. I've got 500 magic barrier that regenerates really fast, so like I'm actually the healthiest in the group.
I mean,
That's
if you
fair.
guys are still pretty fooded up, we can just go do the other boss right now.
I
didn't
am,
even
in
eat
fact,
food
pretty
during
fooded
that.
up, and I would like to do it now, yeah.
Let's go. You can teleport to our other portal by
Teleport?
what's his name?
No, we carve a path.
I see.
We are the mining crew now, not the Sunday crew.
I'm fine with that rebrand.
It does
Okay.
make us sound like a Minecraft survival multiplayer group, though.
True.
Okay.
Is that wrong though?
We haven't played Minecraft yet. There was a big RLcraft upgrade or update, though.
Yet is the key word there.
Do love RL Craft.
I'm actually really
You guys
enjoying.
ever felt like doing a run on Vintage Story?
Yeah, I'd be up for that. My problem with Vintage Story is I needed somebody else to talk to because I was just like kind of starting to lose my mind in isolation. I don't know why.
To be fair, it's a very lonely feeling game, and again, that's part of the world building. So they've done a good job with that, but yeah, it is a lonely game.
I think I also needed somebody who actually knew what they were doing in regards to... Ooh, I probably shouldn't be breaking those. Or should I?
Oh no, we should.
Okay.
So they drop an item where if we put all of them together, it gives it makes a thing here. If you want to drop me the one that you picked up because I have the other 7, you can look at it if you
There
want.
you go. Nah.
Oh, did it drop? Oh
Thought
yeah,
it
there it
did.
goes.
Yep.
Combine by our powers combined. Cool. So the crystal meteor chunk is an offhand that increases, or 22.9% increased damage dealt by you and all nearby allies, but you do lose 22.9% armor. Just you personally, not everybody around you. So it sure is an item that we could be using if we wanted.
Do you want me to
But anyways,
use it? I don't mind losing armor.
Sure, if you want it.
Gimme. Where are ya? I'm here.
I mean, armor's not going to affect
So
your magic
this
barrier, so.
the radiation effect will go away once we start this fight, by the way, and I think all we have to do is go up and touch that. So once are we all here? We are all here.
Yeah.
We can do this
Yeah.
fight whenever everybody is ready. I'm still fooded up and good to go whenever.
I'm just figuring out blue glow armor.
You guys go whenever
damage.
you're ready.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
I can go touch him.
Touch it.
Oh, do I have to do it multiple times? Ah, there we go.
It's a lad.
Look at that guy.
Look at him.
Hello, lad.
He's stealing our blue juice.
Get it back.
Oh, my blue juice. Our world long ago hath been erased. I remember this voice. This one we discovered amidst a multitude. There hath been
Praise
mistakes.
Helix.
Thanks to thee, 'tis finally accomplished. Yet there exists no room for thee in our rekindled society. Rude.
We did it.
Kill his
Oh,
balls.
it's a Shadow of the Colossus.
He took our blue. Kill his balls.
I get it now. It's a Shadow of Colossus.
Oh god.
He made us do his dirty work to revive him.
Where's my crosshair? There it is.
Hey, I'm not sure that is a completely fair comparison.
Watch out. The orbs still do a lot of damage. Ow. My
do.
bones.
Yeah, but so do I.
Loss of
Big
blood,
energy
my
Doritos.
blood weakness. I feel
Doritos,
the dark entity in Shadow Colossus actually acted quite honestly. Yeah, it was not a favorable deal from the get-go.
Oh no, he didn't. He wasn't lying to you.
Yeah, he was straight up. He's like, hey, you know, I can do this thing you want, but the price is this.
I'll save your woman, but you're killing the world.
Yeah. If you're okay with that, then yeah, sure. Let's make a pact. Like evil in the Shadow of the Colossus reminds me of like devils in D&D. It's like they are contractually obliged to deal with you honestly.
Oh,
what
stand
the
in
hell?
the stand in the
Don't-
circle.
Ow.
Yeah, do not be in the darkness. The darkness is bad. It's like don't starve. Charlie, is that you?
Halfway done.
Oh dear.
This is so inspired. It must be by Chrono Trigger, though. It must be. This is basically the Lavos fight.
I gotta play that someday.
Oh,
You've never played
I'm
Chrono
so
Trigger?
Sorry.
Nope. It is on my to-do list.
That feels like in my mind a safe territory is talking to someone about the ending of Lord of the
Oh.
Rings.
He's not
Wait.
dead yet.
You know who is?
Me.
I saw that right at the very end.
Yeah, just one straight triangle.
Phase 2.
What?
Nope.
Or not.
Oh wow! Wanda died.
Yeah, right at the end.
Healthy boy is no more.
Y'all.
Dun, da, da, da.
Void gun, physical damage, range. That two of them. It's
Also, the
paying you
entire.
back for all of the times that it has given you awful moddy luck.
It's not.
Poor
it's
commander
not that
helm.
good.
Melee and range attack speed.
Yep.
25%
Two parts
damage
core
dealt
command
by
set.
you and all nearby allies. All nearby enemies take 67 radioactive damage every other second.
Yep. It's a pretty good melee and ranged mix set because it adds crit damage,
Yeah.
flat damage, and pretty
I'll
solid.
grab the Desert Rubies and the
Okay.
Ocean Sapphires because I've already got them, so I may as well stack them.
Yeah, honestly, that's one of the main reasons to fight him repeatedly. Is just an easier way to farm
Right,
the.
yeah. Does anyone
Emerald
need the
Ruby
pet
Sapphire.
boosters?
Nope. My pet's been max level for a while. Good old birds to fur.
What's the max level for pet?
10.
10.
Yep.
Pet, what level are you? How do you actually see your pet's level? Oh yeah, you are level 10. Never mind.
Well,
That was fun.
and just like that, we've done it.
We've kept the core.
Isn't there something else that we need to do? Don't we need to go and like interact with the final crystal?
We can go interact with the core again, maybe. I don't remember what it does. But I will wait to do so until we're all back home.
I have not got
this
room
is a
for
Symphony of the Night.
When did
That
I-
was only half the game. Now you're on to layer 2.
Yep.
That would be funny. I'm not gonna lie.
More games need that.
All right.
Vampire
well done, you
Survivors.
completed the game. Now the game begins.
Well, the Vampire Survivors, like Castlevania DLC, does that. Like, you get to the halfway point, and it's like, actually, no. Or you think you finished it, and then it's like, actually, no. Here's like 40 more characters to unlock, and a bunch of things.
I feel like Vampire Survivors was doing that before the Castlevania stuff.
Also true, but like they actually made me sign an NDA before like they'd give me a DLC code, so I wouldn't talk about it. And so now I'm just like, I don't know. I think that's neat.
Yeah, I haven't touched it yet.
So fast.
Excited to.
Cool. I don't know. Do we need to go back and talk to the core?
The core looks at me.
Heading back now.
It says I should gather my friends. So
Yeah.
Gather your party. You must gather your party.
you must
Party
gather your
before
body
venturing
before
forth.
venturing forth. One brain
Okay,
cell.
the party is gathered.
Who wants to touch?
Touched. Loading.
It's just a black screen for me.
Mine is also
I'm gonna
loading.
laugh now if one of this game is oh, there we are.
No, I got a
Just
cutscene.
breaks it.
Mine is still loading. Oh, now Core Keeper's not responding. We're gonna wait for it to respond.
There was a presence. It now hath departed. My deepest gratitude.
There it goes.
Let us be a force for brilliance. I like that.
Let us be gloriously incandescent.
Indeed, that's exactly what was going through my mind. Grossly incandescent.
So do we just get de-isekai'd, but with all of our stuff?
I don't know that we get to keep all of our stuff. I think it just gave us a waypoint that we can go to get like the ending. All you have to do is travel there and press E on a wall or something, but
Oh, I've got something poking my
Oh,
back. It's a
never
peculiar
mind.
crystal humming with energy.
we don't have to go there. It's just here. Oh, right. We had friends on the outside.
Yeah, we were like part of an expedition, and then we just
Yeah.
get zooped there for some reason. I was just kind of hoping it would like switch to us like being isekai, but we're wearing crazy armor, and they're like, "What happened?"
You touched
Isn't
a rock,
there-
there was a flash of light, and suddenly you're here, covered in all of this armor, and what the hell is that laser thing? What?
Literally last night, I think I saw an ad for a new anime that's coming out that's literally called like My Cool Uncle from Another World.
Oh yeah,
Where where his uncle was in a coma and comes back and like he was the guy that got isekai'd and knew a bunch of magic and fantasy stuff. It looks
Oh,
very
so it's
interesting.
Like it is literally a reverse isekai. Like
Yes.
he's come back from it.
Yep.
Oh, that's actually that cool premise. I like that. That's not bad. All right. Well,
We did it.
congrats, everyone. We won.
Now all you have to
Look
do
at
is
us.
leave the game open for a couple days straight while holding a directional input, and you'll have max running.
No.
I thought you were
Yeah,
just
nah.
implying that we had to do that to get through the credits.
Oh.
Mighty number
Oh.
9. Let's go.
Oh God. Like the end credits for Gremlins 2.
I'm surprised anybody wanted their name on Gremlins 2.
I like that movie, but I don't remember it that well.
I just remember the credits. That's how long they were. I remember there was a bunch of like Disney characters that would pop up and it'd be like, long, isn't it? I was like, yes. What the hell?
It's a bunny.
Well,
Oh, I can
Well-
scroll down. Wait.
we sneaking in some Heroes of Hammerwatch or something?
I mean, yeah, we've been live for like 2 hours. I don't know. How's everybody feeling?
I'm down with it.
I'm
Just,
down.
we'll spend 3 hours talking about playing Terraria without playing Terraria.
Of course.
Of course.
Just
Naturally.
scrolling through the mod list and being like, oh, that would be so cool, wouldn't it? So what is the plan just
We
Hammerwatch?
could
'Cause I
just
can
go
pick that up.
live and our desktops are covered in Terraria logos. And only one of them is actually Terraria. Or maybe none of them are Terraria. Every time you click on one, you've just renamed and changed the icon for all of your games. It's like a Christmas advent calendar. You click on one, pop, out comes not Terraria yet again.
I've done that
Aw.
before.
But who knows? Who knows? Maybe one of them will be Terraria.
For no reason at all, is there a place online that we can make a rigged like wheel decide
For no reason at all.
so that we can just
I-
have it
I-
like 80%
I mean,
chance of
We
Terraria,
could just
20%
do an
of something
animation.
else.
Like, pick it
I can
beforehand.
comfortably PHP that. Like it's like 10 minutes of work, if that.
So is it Hammerwatch then, or does somebody else have an idea for a quick
We'll see if
couple hours?
we could ping a Lalash, see if he's around.
Yeah.
Because I'd be down. I still feel okay, so. And also desert.
Oh, were we going to do desert?
We could.
It is a little bit sad that I should just buy the DLC, honestly. It's sad to play the
sure,
DLC
yeah.
with you guys and not be able to actually use the upgrade system in the DLC because I don't have it.
I think it's like $12 for both of them.
Yeah, it's not super expensive. Might just do that real quick.
So yeah, there are three different campaigns.
I don't need to buy the Witch Hunter, so yeah. Cool. Unless, do I get a deal if I buy them all 3 in one?
If we can find a Lolash, he can take my place because I haven't done a lot of the content up to the DLC. Also, I did a 15-hour Factorio stream earlier, and I've only had like 3 hours of sleep since then. So I am absolutely okay with bowing out so he can grab my spot for some Hammerwatch. And I can stick you guys on my phone while I drift off into sweet oblivion.
I mean, if that's what you want to do, we do have the ability to play with more than 4, but we can also just play with 3 if you need to bow out.
I am super knackered. Still, I will
Completely
confess.
fair.
I don't sleep a lot, but I do need to sleep occasionally. That was a complete thinger for me. That was a nice punctuation mark on that story.
I mean, otherwise
Oh, I
we
have
could
to
just stop for the night. We don't have to do Hammerwatch.
We
That's
could.
also fair if people want more time to recuperate or do other things.
Yeah. Why don't we do that? Why don't we
It does
just
give
prep
it gives us a week for preparing what is to come next.
Y'all.
I think we're down to like 2 or 3 things, and we'll just have to figure out what fits
Terraria,
best.
Terraria, and Terraria.
Mm-hmm.
Question
Yep.
mark. Question
Mhm,
mark.
mhm.
Question mark.
Well, when
As Marty said, like we've done the whole ham-fisted gimmick of like, oh, we're gonna play Terraria next time, and then we don't. So many times now that the actual troll would be to play Terraria.
That's very true. Or we need to find games that have done like either crossover events or have a like Terraria mod just
Yeah.
to poke fun at it without actually playing the game.
We are
So they
such
did a
trolls, we really are.
crossover with Don't Starve.
That's true.
They added the
Don't
Eye of
Starve could be a
Cthulhu to
good
Don't
time.
Starve.
Yeah, don't serve.
You guys could you guys could convince me that the game past the first 30 minutes is fun. I think getting past
Is
the
that how
hump
far
of
you've
picking up
gotten?
it's my experience with survival crafters. I don't like picking
that's
up the same flint over and over again for an hour before I can start playing the game.
Yeah.
Don't Starve was
yeah,
like
that's
the
true.
perfect 2011 example of like, hey, we heard you like collecting rocks. I'm like, yeah, I don't really like collecting rocks. I like exploring the world and all that stuff, but you couldn't really do that in that game
Yeah.
right off the bat.
Mhm.
You eventually could. You could change that one of the updates they changed it to where you could like edit your starting out and you could skip like the tutorial quote unquote section of the game, but I also think it's way better with people versus solo. So
I think that's true of almost every survival crafter or
Mhm.
even
Yeah.
survival crafter adjacent game. There's something about surviving with friends.
when is Avionics 1.0?
I think it's
no
December.
idea.
I don't know if they've specifically stated it. It's currently in 9.2, which came out in October.
And it's amazingly fun. I've been playing with a group of the Dapplings and
Yeah.
it is wow.
It is so good. When I first loaded that
genuinely
game up, I
feel
was
that
like,
game
Avak is going to lose his
switches-
mind for this.
It switches its genre every biome you go to. Like every new biome is like, this is now a different game, but also a survival crafter.
When
It's
was
such a fresh take on it. And I love the fact that they've gone out of their way to give it that retro feel.
So looking at this now, every major update seems to come out every 2 months. So either December or probably January. Unless they keep going with it and just slow down a little bit right before the end.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay. So we might need an interim to figure out for next week.
Heroes of Hammerwatch.
Well, I mean, if we want to, but I just meant from now until late December, possibly January. We could do a full month and a half of Hammerwatch. I don't know that there would be a lot of overhead for that other than just starting New Game Plus modes.
Well, there's what,
I
3
don't-
DLC, New Game Plus, and also us switching classes a bunch.
Yeah, but I think I'd rather start something that has a
Bit more to
through
bite into.
line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like a through line to it versus just like, hey, we're killing time for 6 weeks waiting for the next game. Because if we're
True.
assuming it's 6 weeks, there's plenty of things that could squeeze into there. Definitely not Terraria.
No.
Terraria, I think, is going to be a
That's
little
gonna
bit
be-
longer.
Especially if we do modded,
That's-
yeah. We could just do a Stardew Valley, just very, very chill podcasty Stardew Valley.
I'd be down for that
God.
at some point.
Or we do the incredibly chaotic 4-man Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough.
Oh God. I mean, that would be amazing, but oh God.
It's a time. It's not the best way to experience the story, but I think all 4 of us have done that so far. So
I'm not even sure how much chaos you could bring to a single game. Wow.
I mean, it really depends on how much we split the party. If we try not to split the party, it won't be too chaotic, but it definitely still will be. But otherwise,
Even
we're
if you
gonna
had
have
the whole party
somebody.
together, what would end up happening with us is if all four of us would go dirge, and it would just like just chaos of random impulse.
You don't get to kill the
control
bard. I get to
things.
kill the bard. It's
We
just
end up-
all
there's
four of
like-
us wake up covered in blood. Oh no.
There's $440 worth of Don't Starve Together DLC.
What?
Yeah.
Is that what? When did that happen?
$441.54
What
worth
the?
of DLC for Don't Starve Together.
What?
And it looks like it's all just
cosmetics.
like cosmetic bundles,
Oh, yep.
skins, and
Yeah, it looks like. Oh, didn't Clay get bought
starter
out?
packs.
Clay got bought out sometime like a couple of years ago. Yeah.
Did they? They got bought out on Don't
Yeah.
Starve?
I think
I think Clay's
Clay
still
Entertainment-
independent.
Let me see if
Do you
I
mean
can
that
find it.
someone just bought the IP for Don't Starve off them, or
No. I think the company
bought
got
them?
bought. I don't. Oh yeah, bought out by Tencent in 2021.
Oh yeah, I
But
mean
I mean, it's all
2021 was
just cosmetic
basically just a
stuff.
blur for me. That tracks.
Yeah.
There's so much shit happened, and people are like, "Oh, don't you remember this happened?" I was like, "What? No, where? When?" I was like, "Mid 2020." It's like, no, I don't remember that year, let alone random events that happened in it. What do you mean? I've got like a 3-year black hole in my mind. It's really, really troublesome, especially when it's like important industry stuff, because I had no idea Clay had been bought. That actually saddens
very
me by
quiet.
Tencent of all places.
Here's a question about those two. Do you need, say we were hypothetically to do Don't Starve Together.
Yeah.
Do you need all the DLCs for the original Don't Starve, or are they independent games?
Independent games.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're independent, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Don't Starve Together has any actual gameplay DLCs. I think it's all just cosmetic stuff. There are mods that add a lot of the DLC content from the like first game over, which actually is kind of cool.
I mean, their most recent Don't Starve Together update was Halloween 2024. Like that, it's still getting updated.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Like they just added like new enemies. Yeah.
Well, did we
Clay,
want to?
Clay has such a weird animation style, and I adore everything about it.
Yeah. Did we want to dive into Heroes of Hammerwatch, or do we want to just kind of podcast for a bit?
I'm down with a vac and just calling it for the day.
All right, sounds
Because
good.
I can't predict how much longer I'll be ready to go, and I don't want to like be
Yeah.
dying in the middle of a run.
All right, we can chat for a while then. Or if you guys want to go.
Yeah, I'm cool with chatting for a little bit. It's just I know I've not got the mental capacity to jump into Heroes of Hammerwatch. I would just be clicking buttons randomly and just mousing around a map with no further thought into my actions than that.
Is For the King
That's
2
fair.
4-player or 3-player?
The second one is 4-player.
So I loved the first one. I have not played the second one yet.
The
Heard good
second one
stuff, but-
is a little bit more compartmentalized, so you can actually do an adventure in like a couple of sittings, as opposed to it being this like long thing. And I think it's broken up into chapters too. So like I think the main story is taking down the queen from the first game, who's gone kind of like full dictator. And so it's like broken up into chapters. So like you go to different regions, and I think it kind of resets the game. But we didn't get that far in it. But the second game is better in terms of like its mechanics, in my opinion, because it adds like character positioning, because previously it was just the 3 characters next to each other, and now you can have like the tank in front actually blocking hits and like drawing aggro and stuff.
Tile-based combat, yes.
Yeah, it's like Rose in Final Fantasy more than anything.
But lane-based, yeah.
Yeah.
So you want your mages in the back, you want your DPS in the front, etc.
Oh, Amplitude
Bought themselves out.
splitting with Sega. Now you've got me
Amplitude?
thinking about like, oh, what companies have been bought up by who and such, and I just noticed like Amplitude's most recent announcement is that they're splitting from Sega and they're going independent again. I'll be interested to see where the Endless series goes from there.
Yeah. I'm still hoping they come up with like another update or two for Endless Dungeon so people finally like the game.
Yeah, same. I mean, I already like it. It's just, yeah.
The other thing for the King 2
Also
added
looking
was
forward to more updates for
roguelike
Humankind. I really liked Humankind.
I liked it. My only problem is trying to get like Cassius bellies were hard to work around, which made sense, but I definitely remember having like a really annoying neighbor and wanting to go to war, and the game was just like, you can't do that. I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe they fixed it at this point.
Welcome to politics. This person is an ass. Can we go to war with them? No. Oh. Well, how do we stop them from being an ass? Well, that's complicated. Oh. Man, ruling sucks.
Honestly, though, I'm kind of hoping they do an Endless Legend too. Like, as nice as Humankind was, Endless Legend was just so much spicier because of the faction differences.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Massive. I mean, Humankind wasn't... I guess it was in the same genre, but only very broadly. But yeah, Endless Legend is if that is more of the game that you like, then I imagine Humankind was very much just a kind of, oh, this is an interesting diversion, but it's not really scratching the itch, you know? What other games like that are multiplayer, come to think of it?
Like 4X strategy or...
Yeah.
Honestly, aren't most of them at this point? Shoot. Is there a way to go check? Because all of them...
Yeah, you're right, but like there's... Some of them are far longer than others.
True.
To play. Whereas I think Endless Legend was in a comfortable spot with that. I felt a multiplayer game, well, in those sorts of games, it had the right length for it, where you didn't lose interest and it didn't get immediately bogged down with, well, I can already tell one person is going to win and there's nothing that can change that at this point. Now I'm just going to be spending the next 10 hours just going through the motions of losing.
Yeah.
Because that definitely happens with some of the 4Xs. Like and considering what we were talking about earlier about like religion and stuff in Civ, at some points you're like, yeah, no, there is no catching up with you now. For the next 5 or 6 hours, I'm just going to
watch you win.
Like I said, going through the motions of losing.
Yeah, I can't think of too many good 4X games that I'd want to play multiplayer. Hexarchy is like the one that seemed like it could be kind of fun.
Okay.
Because that was, I think it was a little bit more roguelike deck buildery, and so it's like even faster. Like you can beat it in an hour or two.
See, that is a big selling point for a multiplayer game for me.
Oh. Huh, there's so many games on this list that I've just never seen before. I think my problem is I grew up with Master of Orion, and like nothing is kind of held a candle to it.
Yeah. Even the later Masters of Orion.
Yeah, the third one was so bad.
Yeah,
Actually, the fourth one was terrible too.
Yeah, no, we were thinking exactly the same thing at that moment. It's like, oh, how the mighty have fallen.
I think the transition to 3D hurt them real bad, and then they tried to go like too big, and it was just massive and slow and not very exciting. I don't think there's really much for any. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna sign off at this point.
4X, I was gonna say, yeah, 4X is a tough sell for me.
Yeah,
just because
they're slow.
My experience with them is like, as much as I love them, like I love CK2, I love EU4, I love Stellaris, I love games that are just like grand strategy, month-long campaigns. But the sound of something being a little bit more short form. I feel like maybe it takes away from like the actual grand strategy of it, and it turns it more into like a micro game. It's like a 2x.
Okay, like I was saying, I gotta go because I've got
Same.
some other work I should be diving into. But this is fun.
Take care.
Yeah. And we've got a week to figure out what to do moving forward.
Well, we've got a
Yeah.
week, but then we've got a break week after that because.
Oh, that's right.
yeah. So
I'm
next week is
thinking
probably
next week is going to be just a standalone, whatever. Could be Hammer Watch, could be anything, just as long as it's not something that we're immediately be like, oh, that was a great session. When are we going to play next? Oh, 2 weeks. Oh,
Yep.
Next month.
next month. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll catch you guys later. It was a blast. Super happy to have completed another game.
Yeah.
Always a nice, weirdly bittersweet moment, but definitely appreciated.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Bye bye.
Oh boy.
So long.
All right, chat. That's going to be it for me as well. Sorry that was much shorter than our usual Sunday streams, but we beat the game. What can you do? And I don't know. I don't really like switching games midstream. It always means I have to get back up to speed, and also with Penta's health still being a little fragile and evacuating sleep, it just didn't seem like it was worth kind of pushing for a longer session or anything like that. But yeah, I don't know what next week's gonna look like, because yeah, it's gonna be some kind of one-off. I'll probably push for some kind of 3-hour roguelike. I don't think we're gonna do Endless Dungeon again, but that was a good example of kind of what we're probably gonna end up doing. I don't know. Here, I'm gonna throw us on display capture for a bit. And where is it? You guys get to see at least some of my library for a moment, because yeah, I've got a lot of potential games that could be kind of fun. There's a lot that I want to like dive through eventually with a group, like playing through stuff like Foundry. I mean, I want to do Abiotic Factor more, but like Foundry and V Rising could be kind of fun. Aska, did this game get good reviews? It looks like it did. Hopefully it keeps getting updates. I actually really liked Aska because I think that one would be a lot of fun as well. I know Enshrouded just got a big patch, but we decided independently off camera that we're probably going to play Unshrouded when it hits 1.0. If we come back for more too early, we might actually just get bored enough and don't want to play more when it does hit 1.0, and that would be kind of sad. Really want to get them to play EDF with me. Will not be next week, but like at some point I will convince them, because I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Really Vivid World is multiplayer. I'll have to look into how that even works. Yeah, what else do we have here? Yeah, here's a Hammerwatch 2 when that comes out. That's going to be a lot of fun. Also have like, I bet we could do like Unrailed next week. I bet that would be a blast with the group. I don't know. We'll see. Everything remains to be seen. There's just so many games on my list. I also want to play like Planet Crafter and Inkbound. I think that came up as one of the options. So we might actually just do a big Inkbound week next week. Because I think that would be a perfect fit. 2 or 3 runs, call it a day. Actually, probably more like 3 or 4 runs, call it a day. And I think that would be a hoot. Because I haven't played Inkbound in a while, and I would like to. There's also like battle bands and stuff. But I think the length on that one's just a little... I guess we could do like 2 runs. And then Wizard with a Gun, I know that kind of got canceled before it got more updates. And I think the studio shut down. But Wizard with a Gun would be a decent option all the same. I don't know. Anyway, thank you all so much for coming out today. It was a lot of fun, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.